understand human nature, why people behave the way they do, and how to remain vigilant. We will also learn how to behave, how to act. Robert Greene is an international bestseller author. Till the time, if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe the channel for more such book summaries. So let's start and let's understand in detail the 18 laws of human nature. The law of irrationality. The first law explains our emotional attachment to the decision making. Instead of seeing the world through the lens of rationality, we lean towards emotions to express the dismay of the issues that grab our attention. Unfortunately, these things don't come inherently. Only mindset can be cultivated to achieve a maximum effect. You are unaware of how deeply your emotions dominate you. Rationality has the ability to reduce its effects. Instead of reacting, think that whatever is really happening, open your mind to that as opposed to what you feel. It does not come naturally. It is a power we must grow. There are three steps to start walking on the path of rationality. Step one, recognize the biases. There are some things you should be aware of: confirmation bias, conviction bias, appearance bias, group bias, blame bias. Step number two, be aware the inflaming factors. Trigger points from childhood. Look beyond childish procacity and character actions. Sudden gains or losses. Face this with pessimism or optimism. We underestimate the role of luck. Rising pressure. People act differently under pressure. Inflaming individuals. Stay away from people who arouse extreme emotions in you. Group effect. Be aware of large groups and keep close your ability to think for yourself. Step 3, strategies towards bringing out the rational self. Know yourself thoroughly. Reach to the roots of your emotion. Look up to form where they have started. Increase your reaction time. Prepare yourself to step back. Understand people as they are. Avoid the emotional points. Maintain a balance between thinking and emotions. Maintain a balance between doubt and curiosity. Love the rational. Preparing yourself like this will give calmness and clarity. The law of narcissism. It goes without saying that we all are narcissistic, at least to some extent. To lower people's resistance when introducing your plan, you try to gain self acceptance, self appreciate. Pay attention to people who attack first and drag you into their drama. Be aware of their hidden intentions. We must be honest about our own nature and should not deny it. We are all narcissists. We need to develop our own empathy. For that, we need to develop four skills. First skill, the empathetic attitude. You may begin by thinking that you know nothing. Learn to be curious to know other people's point of view. The visceral empathy. Pay attention to moods as indicated by body language and tone of the voice. Behaving like other people may also gain empathy. Analytic empathy. The people you want to know about, gather information about the early days and their relations with their parents and siblings. The empathetic skills. For this skill, keep one thing in mind. The faster you interact with people, the better you will become. And the more the variety of people you meet, the more versatile your skill will become. Third one, the law of role playing. You don't need anyone telling you that people wear different masks on each occasion. Nonetheless, they often reveal their true intentions through their facial expression, body posture, and nervous gesture. To spot these insecurities, you will have to be one step ahead of them. This is called the art of impression management. Increase self confidence, smile, and be like the people you meet. Learn how to put yourself in the right emotional mood. Shape yourself as per the taste and style of people. Put extra attention to your first appearance. Don't let your appearances be predictable. Show yourself as progressive, tolerant, and open minded. The law of compulsive behavior. Honestly, people's character is difficult to understand. To put it differently, people sing the old song throughout their lives. You should tolerate this in your mind and grow attachment with such people who show strength and courage. Being aware of your negative patterns will keep you away from bad people. If you follow this law will make you better when choosing people to associate and work with. Their reputation or the image that project, do not be mesmerized by it. Instead, train yourself to look deep within them and see their character. Understand their ability to tackle adversities, ability to work with people, their patience, and the ability to learn. A person of a strong character is like a gold, rare but invaluable. They adopt themselves, learn, and improve themselves. The law of covetousness. It's a strange but true. It shows why human bends to get something slipping from their grasp. You can use this momentum to create a mysterious aura around yourself and leverage that position. It's a great way to become a role model and earn respect. People love to explore the unknown, and playing with these rules could give you an advantage. Absence and presence have deep effect on us. Too much presence suffocates, and a little absence spurs our interest. We always try to possess what we don't have. Create some mystery around you. Use strategic absence so that people desire your return and want to be like you. Show people what they are missing in life and what they are forbidden to do, and they will go crazy with that desire. The law of short sightedness. Maintaining long term vision is too much for some people. They are attracted to recent trends, opinions. These people who can't see beyond their nose and often fall under the short sighted category. Keep distance from such people and be with people whose goals are long term. It is in your nature to be impressed by what you saw and heard in the present, latest news, trends, opinions, and actions of the people around you, which are the most dramatic. Learn to test people by their vision. Avoid people who can't see the consequences of their action. They will infect you with this energy. Never lose sight of your own long term goals. With an elevated perspective, you will have the patience and clarity to reach any objective. Four signs of short sightedness and strategies to overcome them. First one is unintended consequences. In any group or team, make at least one person in charge of handling all of the possible consequences of a strategy, preferably someone with a skeptical and prudent mind. Second one is tactical hell. You find yourself embroiled in several struggles or battles. You have lost your long term vision, what you are really fighting for. Instead, it has become a question of feeding your ego and proving you right. The only solution is to back out from these battles, particularly if they are occurring often. Win through your actions, not your words. Start to think again about your long term goals. Create a ladder of values and priorities in your life, reminding yourself what really matters to you. Ticker tape fever. When we face any kind of problem or obstacle, we should try to slow things down and step back. Wait a day or two before taking action. While facing these issues, we must clearly know what our long term goals are and how to achieve them. Lost in trivia. You feel worried by the complexity of your work. You want to be on the top so that you can control things better, but you are drowning in information. You need a mental filtering system which is based on priorities and your long term goals. Finally, knowing what you want to achieve will help you take out the essentials from non essentials. The law of defensiveness. It's needless to say that over time, people have become defensive, and when someone talks about change, they flare up. If you want to reduce their resistance, you must provoke them to change their viewpoints without offending them. If you want to achieve your goals fast, you must become creative. Explain your noble intentions and make them feel that they are in control of their own opinions and patterns. Life is harsh and people are competitive. We should look after our interest. We also want to feel that we are independent, are our jobs by ourselves. Therefore, when people try to change us, we become defensive and resistant. So, to get people to remove their defensive positions, you must make it seem like what they are doing is by their own will. Never attack people for their beliefs and for their wisdom or goodness. Don't make them feel insecure. Learn to control your own stubborn nature and free your mind from its defensive and closed position so as to unleash your creative powers. The law of self sabotage. You look like what you feel. By confining yourself fully to negativity and fear, all the people with whom you share something, they will sense your habit. Such an attitude will lower your chances of success. It might sound a bit like a clinch, but only positive attitude is standing between you and your success. Cultivating such a mindset only can help you to get the best out of everything and can see opportunities where others see a trap. Each of us has a particular way of looking at the world, interpreting events and the action of people around us. This is our attitude, and it determines everything that happens in our life. If our attitude is fearful, we see the negative in everything. We stop ourselves from taking chances. We blame others for mistakes and don't learn from them. We ruin our career and relationship unknowingly by creating the circumstances we fear the most. The human attitude, however, is malleable. By making our attitude more positive, open, and tolerant for other people, we can travel to a different world. We can create new opportunities and attract people to us. The law of repression. People are not what they pretend to be. It's in their nature to conceal the darkness of their heart. Before understanding the overall ignorance, one must first see their dark sides. By understanding your enigmatic side, you get to point where you can be an observer. This action has a pivotal role in bringing people to you. This dark side leaks out in your behavior and harms you. Learn to understand the signs of the shadow before they become toxic. By understanding dark side completely, you will become a complete person. The law of envy. The society today endorses the struggle for position, status, and achievement. This, however, increases the stubbornness and can be a cause of jealousy. Some people only hope to emulate the success of others. Comparing yourself to others only lowers your value and endangers your position in the society. Remember, action speaks louder than words. We humans surely compare ourselves with others. We continually measure people's status, the respect, and the attention they receive, and notice what we have. and what they have. What's the difference between that? For some of us, it is a sign to be better through our work. For others, it can be a cause of deep jealousy. And these feelings can harm a lot. Learn to eliminate jealousy by drawing attention away from yourself. Develop your self worth. Do not compare. The law of grandiosity. All kinds of humans have a habit of thinking about many things. This includes our greed for success, which is associated with the higher social status. Often, these thoughts take huge shapes, which is far away from the real truth. We lose reality in search for being superior. As a result, we take irrational decisions and confine only to imagination. For success, your attitude and contribution and the value you bring to other people's life should be compatible. Often, our small success elevates our thinking of grandiosity to a dangerous level. We have forget the role of luck and contribution of others. Away from reality, we make irrational decisions. That is why our success often does not last. We must eliminate the thinking of superiority and maintain the reality of your limits. Attach the feelings of greatness to your work, your achievements, and your contribution to the society. The law of gender rigidity. Honestly, it's not as easy as using a magic wand to control men and women. You have to work on yourself and understand that how this affects your thinking and make you strong and predictable in day-to-day encounters. By erasing these signs of energy of women and men, you introduce an authentic version of yourself to the world. In other words, by resisting the temptation of the play to gender roles, you can reach to success faster. All of us have feminine and masculine qualities. Some of them are genetic and some come from the parent of opposite gender. We change these qualities by identifying the feminine and masculine role which are expected from us. And we pay a big price for this. We lose our character. You must be aware of these lost traits and reconnect to them so as to make creative powers. The law of aimlessness. In the digital age, sometimes, in order to deal with temporary disappointments and failures, people have to move on from their selves. A continuous failure is the cause of losing the direction. With the short term mindset, we face the fears which can trouble us in the long term. Therefore, aimless game can be very dangerous. A perspective and imagination of future is the best way to tackle this. The sense of purposelessness. We humans have to depend upon our conscious decision. When it comes to our career path and handling the failures in life, we do the best we can. But in our minds, we can sense the lack of direction. A fine way to avoid this is to develop a sense of purpose and using this information for giving directions. Even our doubts and our failures have a purpose to toughen us up. With this energy and direction, our actions get amazing force. The law of conformity. People want to give the impression of being confident and self sufficient, imitate the crowd due to the fear of criticism. The more we want to stay away from this group mindset, the more our lives are rich to the point of no return. In doing so, we lose our uniqueness and feel miserable. There is a side of our character that we are unaware of. The person we become in the groups of people. In the group setting, we unknowingly imitate what others say or do. We think differently and feel different emotions. We take more risk because everyone else is doing the same. Our social personality dominates who we are. By listening so much to others, we slowly lose our uniqueness and the ability to think for ourselves. The solution is to grow self awareness. With this understanding, we can be good social actors. We can fit in and cooperate with others while maintaining our independence and rationality. The law of fickleness. When you play the role of a leader, prepare yourself for tough treatment. Each mistake you make, it will be a chance for someone else to step up and take your ground. The solution is to stay down to earth and face these attacks. In the process, your authority will be questioned and your status will become the subject of inquiry. A wielder of this huge power should help people to show himself as a right leader. Experienced leaders practice this craft because they know its side effects. Although styles of leadership have changed with the time, one thing is same. People are always ambivalent about those in power. They want to lead but also to feel free. Without making sacrifices, they want to be protected and enjoy the success. When you are the leader of a group, people continually provoke you at the moment. When you feel weak, do not think what you need to do to gain their loyalty because it means to be their equal or their friend. People will doubt your ability, be mysterious for your motives, and respond with hidden contempt. If you want to lead, master this art. Once you have gained people's trust, they will stand by you no matter how bad are the circumstances. The law of aggression. The world needs your energy. People try every trick to make you better by outmaneuvering different people and asserting their superiority on them, they try to fulfill their desires. Dealing with such group requires expertise. If you are being the observer of these aggressive moves, then you will be able to stand even when things get out of hand. Aggressive energy is not bad. If you can control it, regardless of the temporary failures, it will keep you bound and determined. People around you appear so civilized and gentle from surface, but beneath this mask, they are facing extreme irritations. You should observe people's unsatisfied aggressive desires. They depend on you being emotional, angry, and unable to think straight. Do not give them this power. When it comes to your aggressive energy, learn to control it and use it for productive purposes. Learning to standing up for yourself, attacking problems and recognizing big ambitions is a must. The law of generational myopia. The generation gap is not a myth because each new generation creates its own values and agendas. It forms the behavior of its members and uses it to exert a powerful influence on the world. The problem is that, again, we are doing this at the cost of our innateness. We are restricting ourselves in terms of creativity without doubting these concepts. The generation you are born in defines who you are more than you can imagine. Your generation wants to separate itself from the previous one and set a new tone for the world. Your task is to understand who you are and how you see the world. You can be the one to set the new trends that your generation is hungry for. The law of death denial. Death laughs at us all. Being aware of its unpredictability is truly a powerful tool that one can hold. It helps you to create a sense of urgency that fuels your day to day activities. Training your mind to think in a similar way is also a great way to achieve results quicker. Most of us live the life ignoring the thought of death. Instead, its thought should be always be on your mind. The sense of shortness of life fills us with the sense of purpose and makes us realize the urgency of goals. It also gives us a sense of proportion of what really matters in this short life. Many people continually try to separate themselves from others. Instead, we must see the mortality in everyone, how it equalizes and connects us all. So, friends, fight the narrow mindedness. When something is deeply rooted in your heart, then it's not easy to shift your mindset. Despite what people have taught you, people who push and persuade you be counted on fingers. Before you put your opinion, you should respect opinion of others. Don't pretend that you know everything. Although we refrain ourselves from believing useless tips, but it is completely based on merits. Without knowing your power bearing, your bearings, how you can reach your destination. It's a simple process that inspires you to move forward with confidence and withstand potential threats. So, thank you, friends, for listening till the end. Like the video and comment below which law you will apply from today itself. By implementing all these laws in your life, you can be even more successful in your life. If you think this video can help others in life, so share it with your friends and family. I'll be back soon with another life transformative book summary. Thank you so much. Keep learning and keep growing.